Well, Tomator hasn't always been this glam. I was a drab little crab once. Now I know I can be happy as a clam because I'm beautiful, baby. Did your granny say, listen to your heart, be who you are on the inside? I need 3 words to tear her argument apart. Your granny lied. I'd rather be shiny like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck. Scrub the deck and make it look shiny. I will sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. Just a sec, don't you know? Fish are dumb, dumb, dumb. They chase anything that glitters. Beginners. Oh, and here they come, come, come to the brightest thing that glitters. Fish dinners. I just love free food. And you look like seafood.
All right. Back again. It is the Malcolm Go podcast. It is October 16th, 2019. Tony and Tyler starting off with a little Moana, fresh off the Disney break for the kid.
Yeah, we had a little bye week this last week.
We did a quick bye week. The kid, I had to go down to visit Mickey Mouse. Said, "What's up, Mickey? What's going on?"
This podcast has always been family first.
We're a family-friendly podcast. Love Mickey Mouse. Love Goofy. What you do on your week off there?
What did I actually went to, I just had a battle with with the ladies at Marshall's.
Oh, I love it.
I just went toe-to-toe.
Anytime you can go in a basically a thrift store and go to battle, go to war.
I had 2 shirts that I've been wearing to work for the past 2 weeks, completely stained, mustard on one of them, and I put one in the wash. It turns out you're not supposed to wash cotton. It goes up to like my belly button now. Yeah.
I think you're just terrible at washing because I think the only thing I ever own is cotton.
You think it's cotton. It's all polyester. Everything's polyester these days. So I went and I returned the shirts, and this like 74-year-old lady, the ladies that literally paint their faces on with like, paint rollers that you use a wall, was trying to battle me and not give me my money back.
We could offer you a star credit.
It was 25 minutes of me and her just going, nah, I need that. I'm gonna have to get store credit.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna need that money back. Yeah. I'm gonna need that Marshall's money.
Yeah, you can give me the money now, or I can wait outside till your shift's over, and I'll get it then. Those are your options.
They were like, look, we sell polo shirts and Christmas trees. Like, I don't know. Like, do we have to have an argument about this? There's literally from everything from A to Z in this store.
I don't understand the people who care about their job.
That's what I always say.
At Marshall's?
That's my all-time moves. You fucking company man, are you? I always do that. Exactly. Anytime I get in an argument with a guy, I call him a company man.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, why don't you roll over? They're going to pet your belly after your shift. You fucking company man. You're going to give me my $1.50 back for my flat Diet Coke you sent me?
Oh, seriously. It's like, why do you even give a fuck about the fact that you work at Marshall's? Like, is this really, like, helping you in life? Like, working at Marshall's can only hurt you.
I tend not to ruffle feathers. I'm not a feather ruffler. I like, if something's like really expensive and I get fucked out of it, I'll make a stink. But if I get like a burger and it's not cooked right, I'm not going to send it back. I take that as an L. I take that to my face. I'm like, all right, I lost this one. I'll come back the next time, get him again, get after it again. We live to play another down in this podcast.
If a person ever complains to me about anything, first of all, they're getting it for free, 100% of the time, because I don't give a fuck. Yeah. And second, like I'll give you whatever you want, really. None of it's my money.
Yeah, right, exactly. I don't have that in my line of work, but in personal life, I give in as fast as possible. Yeah. My wife made fun of me one time because I was pissed off. I quit this gym, the Boston Sports Club. I hated it, and it was right next to my office, and I was like. I paid, it wasn't expensive. It was like $22 a month. I went for a year, and it was just like a hack gym. You know what I mean? If you go to a gym around North Shore area, it's like just juice heads everywhere. But everybody
did it even have a tanning bed?
That's what I'm saying. They didn't have it. No tanning bed.
I'm not going into a bed.
Like nothing good. They had like a dirty sauna, which I enjoyed, and then they had like no freeway. It just was. It's like everybody there was like just. They were like fake working out. Yeah. Like when you come here, they're eating weights. They're fucking getting tattoos in the corner. Oh, yeah. Hair's gelled. They're trying to sell you steroids in the bathroom. I'm like, that's what I need in a gym. Yeah. So after about...
A lot of old guys that just like to hang out and talk.
Balls are out. Yeah. They don't care.
Balls out everywhere.
Yeah. I respect that too. I don't mind that. I go balls out myself.
No way.
I've got no... I'm often embarrassed about my body. and I don't care in the gym. The gym, like, my body embarrassment goes out the window.
That's great.
I love to just be naked around men. Can somebody cut that up? Keep that as a soundbite. Just amongst men, like a winner, like an old Viking warrior.
All right.
So anyway, I'm in the gym, and I was like, fuck this place. I hate it. I gotta go back to my old Saugus gym where we eat weights, get tatted up, and fight each other. And then so I was like, all right, I'm not renewing. All of a sudden, I look at my credit card statement. It said like $220 something on it. I was like, what the fuck is this? So I call up bullshit, right? I'm bullshit. So I call up, and I've been literally ranting to my wife for like the last 45 minutes. But I was like, fuck these guys. I'm gonna call them back and get that money back. And oh no, it wasn't on my credit card statement. It was a bill. And I was like, it was sent to a collection agency. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So I called. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm not fucking paying you $220. This place sucked. They're like, oh, it was your early cancellation fee. You sent it. You canceled a month before your year was up. So we have to charge you the fee. You signed your contract. I was like, oh, okay. Here's my credit card number.
No way.
No, I give in. Listen.
Are you kidding me? I would have never.
In a snap. You never seen the kid fucking. His whole demeanor just changed.
Jeez.
I'm such a fucking sucker. Like
that
anybody
is unbelievable to me.
Dude, anybody pushes back to me on money or something like that. Like if it's like I'm not gonna yell at this lady. Like first of all, I'm fired up. I'm like, I'm not paying this. And they were like, well, it's an early cancellation fee. You signed the contract. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm not getting out of this.
This is the one time I feel good about my position in life. Is because I will demean other people with those type of jobs.
No, and I was just like, this. What am I gonna yell at this lady? She doesn't own Boston Sports Club.
Exactly.
That's how I always look at these things.
But that's how I always think. Like I got in a fight with the Liberty Mutual person for a week. We talked on the phone 5 hours a day for a week, and I kept belittling.
It was a full-time job.
I didn't have a job. I just got back from California. My friend crashed my car. They towed my car up from Tennessee. Clearly, that was a Saturday person, and that was not supposed to happen because it cost them like $5,000. And the lady was like, well, we can't. She kept saying, I can't pay for that. I was like, listen, ma'am, you're not Liberty Mutual. Your check is going to get your same
I'm sorry. Is your name Nancy Liberty Mutual?
Seriously, you dumb bitch. Like, just fucking leave me alone. I'm not.
I don't have the money to pay for it. I'm broke. I just moved back to my mom's house.
That's what I don't understand. It's like, why would you? I don't know. If I was on the other side, I would give in. I would be the worst person for that. If someone ever called up and was like, "Hey, we're not paying," I'd be like, "Good, you don't have to."
Yeah, I'd be fired within
Goodbye.
a second.
Yeah.
If people expected me to be like fight for the. I do it at my job almost all the time. Like I was like, I'll put in. I do my construction. I price jobs all the time, and I'll be in an argument with like another contractor, and they'll just come up with like a decent point. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you know what? You got me.
All right, fuck it. Fuck it. Whatever you
Just
say.
move on.
Yeah, let's get on to the next one.
Yeah.
I'll get you in the next time. Yeah, it never works out. But anyway, so we did a little Disney trip. The kid did a little Disney trip.
Yeah, how was it?
It was good. It was fun. And then after a while, it just kind of start becoming a little bit Orlando trash. You know what I mean? Like I stayed at a very fancy resort, very classy, very expensive.
On property or off property?
It's off property. I noticed that if you stay on property, you're looking at minimum 2.5 what I spent. Minimum.
Really?
Oh, minimum.
This is a pricey trip as it was, right?
It was pricey, but I got out of it as cheap as possible, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, credit card points up the wazoo for the hotel and the planes.
2 kids.
Yeah, but one's under 2. You got to remember, one's under 2, so I don't have to pay for her tickets, except for a plane ticket. So I didn't have to pay for her to get into the park at all.
That's fucking sweet.
So that's huge. That's $500 right off the bat. I save
$500 a person. Well, I was gonna guess the whole trip was like $2,500.
Oof, woof, woof.
30.
Maybe a person.
What?
Yeah, that's average, babe. That's fucking average money.
Holy shit!
You're looking. No, like I said, I did credit card points, so I saved a quick $3,000 right off the bat. Not paying cash. And then I went in there. Probably say I spent about three to four for the 5 days I was there, just on food and drinks and what do you call it? Tickets and shit. It's an expensive trip. So I figure you do 7. You're doing 7 if you're paying for it straight out. You stay in the Disney resort, you're doing 13 all day.
Yeah.
Bananas.
What I'm thinking about now is like anytime you ever went on these trips and like you weren't like in the best mood possible, and my dad would just fucking goon on you by the back of the arm.
You got the goon arm?
Drag you through
I saw
the park, and you're like, why is he so mad right now? And it's like, oh, he just dropped like fucking a month's worth of work on this fucking dumb one trip, and I'm not having the best time possible.
I spent probably, who knows, a month's salary on per person over there. I was dying. I saw the exact, like that, what you were just saying. I saw a dad yelling at his kid because he was like, oh, this is what you're going to do? This is what this, you're pissed off. We just got to Disney World and you're screaming and crying. He was like 6 years old. And I was like, my kids weren't really that old, but even I was annoyed. So first day, I said, first day, Disney World, the big one. Get it out of the way early. Second one, Hollywood Studios. Used to be MGM. In my mind, the best park down there.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
It's
Rock and Roller Coaster is fucking
Rock and
awesome.
Roller Coaster, the fucking Tower of Terror, and now it's Toy Story Land, Star Wars
is Buzz
Land.
Lightyear game there where you shoot the
Oh, yeah, it was elite. Elite.
all these games.
So that was there.
this is
Star
good
Wars
stuff.
World was there. All elite shit. The Muppets. And then, took a day off. Had a pool day, resort day.
Solid move.
Solid move. And then Friday we did Universal, Harry Potter World.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday we came home. So first day, you got to do this whole fucking thing now. When I was a kid, it was show up. If you pay for these easy passes or magic passes, whatever the fuck they call them, you just skip the line forever. Just like they do at like, like Busch Gardens and fucking Six Flags. But now down there, everybody gets 3 fast passes. They're called fast passes. Everybody gets 3. So you have to wake up 30 days. Exactly 30 days. Unless you stay in the parks, you can do it 60 days. So 30 days from your ticket date, you have to wake up and schedule times for these fucking rides. So first day I made it. Still was late because I got a couple good rides. I got Splash Mountain and then like
Splash Mountain's a classic.
other regular shit throughout the day. And the next day I completely got blackout drunk the night before. And it was a Sunday night. Sunday morning, and Saturday night I got fucking blackout on whiskey, and I woke up and it was like 10:30, and I was like, oh no. I went first on the website, nothing.
Yeah.
There was I got Indiana Jones experience, like
At
fucking
5 a.m.
That was the big one too, because I had to wake up and try and get all the Toy Story rides and all that shit. So I got one Toy Story ride, but it was like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And I tried to like reserve this dinner, and it was like literally 7:50 at night.
Wait,
I was
I
so
don't
banged up. I was
understand,
like, oh no.
What happens if you don't reserve it? You stand in line for like 2 days?
Oh, you stand in line for everything. Yeah.
I would never take my kid to Disney.
No, it's literally miserable.
Today at Stop and Shop, there was only 2 cashiers open, and there was 7 people in each line.
Yeah.
And I put my stuff down and I walked out.
Can't do lines. So there was I bought for Universal Studios you could buy the pass, like I said, like for like that's not every place that's not Disney World. You buy the pass, you just skip the line.
Yeah.
So I bought that. I was like, these kids aren't gonna wait in line. So I bought it. It was like, no, it wasn't that expensive. It was probably like $100 a person.
Yeah, for sure worth it.
And it was worth it for the day. So I bought them, and we went there, and like they didn't want to use any of the shit. And I was like, this is a complete waste of time. But like there's a new ride in Harry Potter World. It's like Hagrid's something.
Don't pretend like I haven't been to Harry Potter's world and sat on the thing, and it kind of like pushes you forward and pulls you back.
I don't know. I didn't go on any of the rides.
What?
It was fucking ridiculous. It was like, literally, I woke up, and before we even got there, the ride, this new one, had a 4-hour wait. By the time I got there, it was a 6-hour wait. And then when the time, like I went
Holy shit.
6-hour wait.
Who would stand in that line?
The fast pass line was 3 hours.
What?
To sit in line.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It was insane. And then by the time I actually got over to the actual ride, it just said ride full for the day.
Wait, but Sonny and they haven't seen Harry Potter yet.
No, they don't care about it. My wife likes it.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So anyway, beating around the bush. First day I get there, it's Disney World, Splash Mountain. First thing we're gonna do. So we walk over to Splash Mountain. I'm like, Sonny's a little he's jacked up. He's a maniac type of kid. He likes to fucking move and jump. One thing he hates to be is wet when he's not supposed to be, right? And I know this going in, but I'm like, Sonny, I loved it when I was a kid. I want to get him into roller coasters and shit. I loved it when I was little. So
was it hot? What were we looking at the temperature?
we're looking at temperatures a lot hotter than I thought it was going to be. Those days, I mean, it got till about 90, but it was really cloudy and rained all day, like rained most of the day. But it was cloudy, but it was still 90 and humid. There was like no escaping. You were just uncomfortable forever.
Yeah.
So there was nothing to do. Either you were soaking wet or or miserably humid and sweating to death. I'll tell you what, bring compression shorts if you're a thick man like me. That's a go-to, dude. I remembered him like last second. I was like, oh, compression shorts, and I was like, I fucking was like a dry angel down there for the entire week. No scuffing my thighs together. This move for fucking all day. Fucking have to have Gold Bond talcum powder and like a satchel next to you, like you're a weightlifter. I didn't need that.
A rock climber.
Yeah, exactly. So I bring him up there. We get it's fast pass. We get to the top. He's fucking pumped. He's like, saw all the cartoons because you're walking in the fast pass line. It takes like a half.
Splash Mountain ride up until the last drop. It's a great ride.
It's fun. It's fine. It's like it's a little bit. If you go along with the story, it's the most racist thing you've ever seen. It's about a movie called Song of the South. Google it, folks. Malcolm GoPod. It's called Song of the South. Disney doesn't even pretends it doesn't exist anymore. Disney Plus put out all their old movies. They completely went over this one. They put out all their old movies on Disney Plus. This one's not going on. So it's basically about a slave like fox. It's like they're like slave rabbits and foxes, and like the evil fox is like a black guy. I forget. It's a lot of racism for
what are the vultures?
4-year-old. Yeah, I don't know what they are. I was like too busy trying to console my kid, so I was like, I got him on. They put us in the front, of course.
Oh, jeez.
So we're the front, and by the time we sit down, it's already a little damp and wet in the seat. So he starts freaking out, and he's pissed off. And I'm like, Sonny, calm down. And he just ducks his head down. He's pissed. He's crying. He's trying to get out. They're like, sir, we can't leave unless he sits. I was like, he's fine. I'm like yelling at these teenagers that are working the thing. They put down the fucking crank to our chest. And he's slippery, and he can get out and slide around. Like, Sonny, you gotta relax. And then we get down, and he starts taking us down the log flume as we go. And there were times where he pokes his head up, and he's like, "Oh, that's fine." And then he'll poke his head up and see the cartoon characters, and he'd be like, "This is nice." And then it gets fucking violent.
It gets a little dark.
It's like violent. They're trying to hang the fox and shit.
Yep.
Like literally lynch him. Like trying to lynch fucking animals. And he'll watch it. Like, what's going on here? And then the fucking something will squirt us out of nowhere, and he'll freak out again and start smashing shit, screaming as loud as he can.
He really hates getting wet that much, huh?
If he's wearing a bathing suit like he's in a pool, fine, not a problem. But if he's not in swim clothes or in a pool, he's miserable. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. So we get halfway through, we just little dumps and shit, and he screams and he cries a little bit. And I'm like, it's cool, it's fine. Knowing full well in my life that the big drop's coming, and maybe he'll like it. And I'm I'm still holding out hope in my head. And I'm like, you're gonna like it. Don't worry, everybody loves it. It's fun. We're in the front, literally the worst place you can be. And the only positive to that was every time you hit a fucking giant, you know how you go down and you hit the water. The only good thing about being in the front is that the water pushes away from you and kind of goes behind you. You don't get hit in the front with a big splash. So we get to the fucking big one, and he looks up.
Wait, Ann and Yaya didn't.
No, they didn't go on it. So they went to watch. My daughter, she couldn't go on many of the rides. She's too little.
Yeah.
So she was watching, and she was on the bridge because they're on a bridge and they see us go down. So we get to the top. I'm like, fuck, here it is. I'm like, dude, I grab him as hard as I can. He fucking freaks out. The thing opens. We come flying down. Everybody gets soaking wet, screaming, having a good time, and he fucking loses it. The whole time, like I said, he's slippery. This fucking little...
and he can climb.
He can climb like a bastard.
Yeah.
Right? So he slips out of the little cages and shit. I'm holding him for dear life because I can't get out of the fucking... The chest bar, whatever the fuck that's on me. The hydraulic chest bar.
How do more kids not die at Disney every year?
I don't know, but he's trying to get out for the whole time, screaming. And literally, I thought I don't know. I thought the waterfall was the end, right? But there was 2.5 more minutes of ride.
A couple more turns.
There's turns, a little drop, and more cartoons. The whole time I'm fighting him.
Yeah, you celebrate that you got
fighting him.
Yeah,
I mean, this kid.
I love this ride.
Dude, Sonny became a story for 10 families. They're like, this kid, he's fucking he lost his mind. I can't believe it. The dad is the worst guy I've ever seen. He was basically beating this kid in the front. I swear to God. So we get off. I don't like it. Hate waterfall. I was like, oh man. All right. So that didn't go as planned. So literally. Every single ride, every single day.
Fucking Italians, man. God
that
damn.
that guinea motherfucker. Mistreating his boy. So we get to, what do you call it? The end. And he's fucking losing his mind. And then for the whole rest of the week, anything we go on. I don't care if it was teacups, it was fucking Dumbo. He's like, waterfall? Is there a waterfall? I said, listen, there's no waterfall. I literally ruined his life. He's literally, the only thing he thinks about now is waterfalls.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's like, is there a waterfall? And there was a waterfall at the pool at the hotel we were at. He's like, there's the pool. I can't go in the pool. There's a waterfall. No water. He thinks I'm just going to throw him off waterfalls now.
Oh, God.
I've ruined his life.
When he's like 25, he's gonna be sitting down with a therapist and be like, "This kid must have been molested."
Yeah, he's not gonna
Next
be
to a
able.
waterfall.
He's not gonna be able to have like enjoy sex. Like,
No.
like something's gonna be completely ruined.
Yeah.
It's like I ruined something in his brain
Yeah, this
that
is not
day
good.
where like he can't. He's either gonna only be able to have sex around like
Waterfall.
around waterfalls where like somebody's holding his neck, like grabbing it for dear life. Or something else. I don't know. Like a fucking,
he's in
or
trouble.
like a fox is getting hung somewhere. Those are like the only two options.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Maybe he's gonna be one of those. What are they called? Asphyxiator or
It's
whatever
possible.
they're called.
What autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yeah, maybe he's gonna be one of those. Watching the fox get hung, he's gonna be squirting himself with a super
That
soaker.
seems like a wild idea, by the way. How does one get into it? I know people like suggested it. Be like,
Well,
dude,
so
you know,
how
like
much
if you
time do you have?
yeah, if you're trying to choke, if you choke yourself out, you come amazing. Do you? Like, who figured that out first time?
I feel like they're more trying to kill themselves. I don't think it's really for. I think it's like they want to kill themselves.
Well,
but
that
then
guy that
Robin
famous
Williams?
like kung fu guy was doing it.
Robin Williams, that's how he died.
No, but he was committing suicide. David Carradine was autoerotic asphyxiating in himself in like Thailand and died by accident.
Hey, maybe they said Robin Williams was doing that, and turns out he was just. That's what they
Killed
thought
him.
he was. Yeah.
No, he just killed himself.
Yeah.
No, the guy David Carradine, who was like famous for that movie, he was Kill Bill. He was the guy
Oh,
Kill
yeah,
Bill.
yeah.
He, I don't know, made a mistake and accidentally hung himself.
Yikes.
Because he was in like stockings and shit, which is never a good look to
No.
die. Like, I mean, is there a less fucking, I don't know, respectable way to die than jerking off in a closet
At that point-
with a fucking whatever, like a bed sheet around your neck and stockings?
I mean, it's another thing that they don't talk about being rich is that your cleaning lady could find you instead of your kid.
Yeah,
Like if you're poor, your cleaning. There's no cleaning lady showing up to your house to
no,
get you.
your
to,
neighbor's gonna smell you
Yeah.
in 2 weeks, and that's about it.
And they call up all your cousins are gonna show up. They're gonna see you in the closet. It's like, it's
Just leave him in there.
Yeah.
No, if anybody ever found me like that,
Fucking
just
Christ.
knock the house down. Like, just don't pick me up, don't bury me. Like, just eliminate me from your brain. Like I never existed. There's no way I couldn't die like that.
No.
Like
Talking
suicide's
about,
one thing, but like, I mean, kill yourself in a somewhat respectable manner. And please,
I mean,
nobody wants to lose your dignity here, folks.
Speaking of killing yourselves, how about those Jets fans?
Oh, is this a Patriots podcast? Yeah, so we had 2 weeks off. We got the Redskins game we didn't talk about.
I mean, do we want to talk about the fact that
They got the coach fired,
I said 32-6, it was 33-7. I mean,
and it shouldn't even have got 7.
No.
They get one. They've given up 2 big plays in the last 2 weeks, and they've been fluke plays. You know, this one was just 3 missed tackles.
yeah, that was awful. That was real bad.
That was their worst play of the year to date.
yeah. Brady, what does he have? 2 red zone picks now?
2 red zone picks, back to backers. In fact,
That was pretty bad. What? I don't even honestly remember the Giants game. That was such like a obvious like they're gonna blow the Giants game. The Giants
Yeah.
out on a Thursday and a rookie quarterback and Brady doesn't lose in short.
yeah,
It was
Brady
like-
didn't look great starting. He was severely fucking. He had nothing. You know what I mean? Josh Gordon got hurt again. I mean, he was hurting the whole time. Philip Dorsett didn't play, so he was stuck with. What's his name? Lacoste got hurt, so they had no tight ends. They had
I like Izzo.
one running back that was, one wide receiver that was any good. And then they had
Talking
fucking
about Myers.
Myers. They had Myers, and they had the middle schooler running around.
Oh, that kid is weird.
Everybody is trying to make this kid like the next Edelman. I'm like, dude, he literally has no football sense.
He's fine, but he just is what he is. I mean, he's not.
He's a person that never has avoided a tackle in his whole life. Like, if he was a car, he'd be a demolition derby car because he's
really
nothing.
does just take a beating back.
Like, if Edelman's like a Porsche that can go in, like stop on a dime and go in and out of turns, this kid is he's the grave digger or whatever, like the
don't
fucking
understand.
monster truck. He just he's never seen a tackle he hasn't tried to just run through. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't avoided a person in his whole life.
No.
Like he must not have lived in a pedophile area because like he never avoided a van. Never had to run away from anything. He just runs directly into it. Like if the fucking punt coverage team is offering him candy, he's going right for it. Because he's like, if the Twix bar is a fucking New York Giants football helmet, that he can't wait to put his fucking stomach into it.
I'm just happy as how much this podcast has veered into the pedophile. Yeah. I've been working on that for years.
We're a pro-pedophile podcast. We always have been.
Yeah, everyone knows it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can't watch him run around. Like, I can't sit here and pretend like this kid's the next Edelman.
No, but he had that one catch.
Yeah, congratulations. He ran 26 yards against one of the worst teams in the league, and they threw it to him, and guess what? He got tackled immediately because he doesn't know how to avoid anyone.
And
Jacoby Myers was making good plays.
Myers is good.
He needs more. He needs more run, as they say.
I almost fought a guy. Got in a real big argument with
Marshalls?
a guy that came into my. No, I didn't say a lady.
No.
A real big argument with a guy who came in to my work, and he was saying, because the big thing on the radio right now is Brady doesn't want to work with the young guys.
Oh, yeah, we've heard that.
Classic.
We've heard that one before.
Brady doesn't want to work with the young guys. Brady. That's all
Is there
they're
anything
saying.
worse than a regurgitator? Because there's nothing worse than a regurgitator.
Oh, and he's like, well, why doesn't he want to work with them? I'm like,
He does.
who said? Are you in the locker room?
Yeah.
Who says he's not working with them?
Yeah,
Like, what are you talking about? What do you think they're doing every day of practice?
I see him Instagram comment on all of their posts. So I think he's fine.
Fucking infuriating.
Isn't it
He's like,
insane?
well, he's not working with them. I'm like, based on what knowledge that you have? You're just saying this bullshit that you're hearing.
That's all sports radio is.
That's not true.
That's all. This podcast is just nothing. Like at least I don't come out with ridiculous claims like as definitive statements. Like that's what sports radio is. Podcast, at least we just it's conjecture and we just talk shit. Sports radio, they do it like fact. Like Felger and Maz, like they think it's factual what they're saying.
They
and
start
people
a
call
false
in.
premise.
Yeah,
They
make it up most of the time.
Not true, and then they argue about. They take sides of something that's not true.
Yeah. So to their devil's advocate, they have 4 hours to fill 5 days a week. So you got to talk about something. So you make shit up.
I don't understand this notion that Brady's not working with the young guys.
Dude, it's been going around for years.
But what is he not doing?
The circle of trust and forcing the ball to guys. It's the same shit that they've been saying for I don't know how many years. Since Moss. That's all I can remember. He's forcing it to Moss.
Any other team gets a fucking a receiver that's like Antonio Brown. They're like, oh, they're forcing it in there to him. They could have thrown him the ball more.
Yeah.
Every other team is like, you got to get your best players more touches. On our team, it's you're forcing the ball to Mott. You're forcing the ball to Edelman. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, it's always been that way. I mean, as far as back as I can remember, is Randy Moss when they were just like, he's forcing it to him. He's forcing it to him. He scored 40,000 touchdowns last year.
No shit.
He catches everything.
It was.
I think he knows the decisions that need to be made. The guy has won 6 Super Bowls. He knows what has to be done to win. Just let him do what he's doing.
This guy had a 10-year-old windbreaker on. I want to be like, what makes you think you have the right to fucking criticize Brady? Can we just stop?
Would you even get that windbreaker? Would you a little league coach?
It was a golf tournament that no one showed up to. Oh, Jesus Christ! It was infuriating. It's like I don't understand this negative. Why are people still attacking Brady? Like he's not the number one. They asked
the best
every
thing
GM,
that's ever happened to this region.
They asked
in
every
sports.
GM in the league. They said if you had one quarterback to win a playoff game, 16 of them.
Which again,
Brady.
But again, though, why have that question? That's not it should start excluding Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Which quarterback would you want to have to lead a drive? Because it's insane. It's almost a disrespect to say.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
really,
a disrespect to say, who would you want to have in this? Mahomes, he's good, but you're going to take him over Tom Brady in a game. Tom Brady came back from 25 points in the Super Bowl in the second half. In a Super Bowl against the other best team in the league.
Yeah.
He came back against 10 points in the fourth quarter against the best defense in the 21st century. And they're going to ask you, that question?
It really
I
is
don't understand it.
ridiculous.
Just be shut up. But then the people in ESPN, Wingo and all these guys, everyone's been blowing Patrick Mahomes for fucking 2 years now. He lost 2 games in a row, but nobody can, understand it. So they're, still trying to make it. Back-to-back home games. And, nobody can understand it. Defense still stinks. He stunk the last 2 games.
The offensive line, it's not as good as it was last year.
Deshaun Watson would outplayed him by far. But like,
Deshaun Watson,
but Patrick Mahomes is still like the clear MVP front runner.
Oh,
it's just somebody needs to be being blown by the league constantly. It was Aaron Rodgers for like 10 years. Now it's gonna be Mahomes for the next 10. But like Brady never. He got like 2 years. He got to be the guy. Like 2007 and maybe like 2011 when he won the second MVP. But like it was Manning, and then it was maybe Brady for a year, and then it was fucking Rodgers forever, and then now it's gonna be Mahomes
Rodgers
forever.
for a while. Rodgers is a fucking bum.
And I'll say it again, Tom Brady's been beating the best quarterback I've ever seen since the fucking minute he came into the fucking NFL. Him and Bill Belichick have been beating the best quarterback I've ever seen, in quotes, since day one. I can't take like the fucking. They're 6-0, and everybody around here is fucking like, why can't the offense score? They score fucking more than any other team has scored. Okay, in every single game, they scored a higher point than the average given up by that team. You know what I'm saying? So like the Steelers averaged giving up like 18 points. The Patriots scored 33. The Jets average giving up whatever, like 20 points. The Patriots scored 30. In every single game, they scored more than their average given up.
It's like these people don't watch other teams.
No, they think everybody's good. They think like they're still in the mood like the Chiefs and Rams are unbeatable. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are the Rams are 3-3. The Chiefs are 3-2 or 4-2.
The Chiefs are not that good.
No.
Their defenses are really
it's
atrocious.
real bad. Again, that motherfucker Steve Spagnuolo is their defensive coordinator. He has made so much money because he was the defensive coordinator of the 18-1 Giants. Not the 18-1 Giants, the team that beat the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl. He was the head coach of the Rams, was terrible, and he's been the defensive coordinator for like the Eagles. I think he went back to the Giants, and now he's the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs. They're like, okay, you're the only guy that knows how to beat Tom Brady. And if anybody was smart, they'd hire Rex Ryan to be the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I don't know why he's got something good going on right now.
He's just
he's sitting
fat
in that
and
booth.
happy.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck anymore.
I don't think he wants to compete anymore. I think literally Bill Belichick killed him.
Yeah, he did get broken by him a little bit because he admits it.
He came into the league, like into Jets like headquarters, like I'm not here to kiss Bill Belichick's rings, and then like he beat him a couple times, like beat him in the playoffs, you would beat him like once a year with like a vastly inferior quarterback.
He was arguably the best
not a good offense
consistently, and
like he beat him a couple times. That was the best head coach that Belichick's ever played in the division, and fucking nobody will hire him again. He he went to the Bills, didn't have a good enough team.
He wasn't even that bad
killed
with the
him.
Bills. He was just a little weird up there.
Nah, it's like he was just like a retread. You know what I mean? Like nobody fucking believed in it. And then the owner died, and they had to go to a new owner, and then they just like moved on.
And his like shit talking. It really
like
is like
wore out.
It's like a bully that like picks on you, and then you fucking you give him one punch, and then he cries. It's like, why'd you do that? You're like, oh, this.
He just got his head kicked in for like 10 years on 2 different teams, and he was like, all right, that's it. But like, I would love for Rex Ryan to be a fucking defensive coordinator for me. I don't know why he would. I mean, if anybody was smart, they would hire him. But he's probably done by now. He's all into feet and shit.
Yeah, he's been out of the league for a while. I mean. There's other. I don't really think there's anything wrong with the offense. I think they're fine.
They're just injured right now, and they're winning every game. Like they don't have a real serious game for like 4 weeks, maybe 5. Like at the Eagles. I mean, they have what?
The Cowboys just lost to the
Jets. They look terrible too.
Dak Prescott's the most overrated quarterback of all time.
Oh. My watch was telling me about the Eagles and the Cowboys.
So I don't think those teams are like so. I mean, who's good in the NFL?
There's one team that's good. The 49ers are pretty good. I don't know if they're pretty good, but like I couldn't imagine like Jimmy Garoppolo beating the Patriots. He threw a horrendous interception in the end zone the other day.
He won a game where he threw 4 picks this year. Like he's not.
The defense is really good for them.
The defense is good. I mean, I think the Colts are pretty good. They were really good last year.
Again, I
think Houston is fine, but they have a horrendous offensive line.
Yeah, they got that Tunsil guy. So listen, they got. I mean, even if they're injured, right? You got Isaiah Wynn's hurt. He'll come back in 4 weeks, 3 weeks. They got N'Keal Harry's coming back in 2 weeks. They got a fucking. I mean, once you get your left tackle back, because Newhouse is the worst player in the offense, right? He's the worst player. The fill-in left tackle. I mean, Ben Watson's coming back now. He'll help you.
Yeah, but like, what happened there? Why cut him? Risk him going somewhere else, and then have him come back? Like,
they didn't need him at the time, and then now Lacoste is hurt. and now fucking.
Yeah, but apparently he's not better than him.
Well, apparently not. I mean, I don't think
what
anybody's
the fuck
good.
is going on?
But literally, you can't be a worse blocker than the tight ends they have right now.
They are horrendous.
And and Newhouse combined with them is like Sony Michel can't get out of the backfield half the time.
And why?
And that's the problem.
I don't really understand.
They were
a lot
fucking
of this. It's not like they're
QBs.
good catching tight ends either. Like
No.
Why don't they just sign a left tackle?
I don't
Put
know.
an 87 on him.
Yeah, seriously, fuck it. Like I just go no tight ends, a no tight end offense. Love it.
Yeah, get Waddle back, put him at left tackle, a left tight end or whatever, and just fucking if you're gonna run it, like
Just
these
blitz.
guys can't block,
Just bulldoze
and they
everyone.
can't catch the ball. Like what the fuck?
What's good? What good are they? Exactly.
No. I do
mean,
like Izzo
I'd keep
a little
Izzo. He could. I mean, he'll surprise you. He'll make like a catch every two games.
He gets open.
He's unassuming, so nobody ever tries to cover him.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like, so you look at him, he's slow and he lumbers, and you look at him and like, like literally he was left alone for a touchdown against Washington. I think like literally just alone. He was like 50 yards from anybody, and they were just like, does that count though? Like because he's not that good. Like should that count?
Here's the question: how many drives would it take the Patriots offense to score from their own 20 on the Patriots defense?
Oh my god, I don't know if they could.
It would take forever.
I don't know if they could.
Because not many teams really can score on the Patriots.
Yeah.
Like the defense. This is another thing that bugs me. Like, there's other teams in the league that are like, like the Bears or whatever. Their defense, like if they just make it to the playoffs, play smart football, the defense can win a championship.
Yeah.
That's not allowed for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Like the Patriots, like their defense happens to be by far the best in the league.
Yeah.
Yet their offense is still pretty good, but the offense still should probably win the game. Like
Yeah.
why can't you just let the defense win the game?
I don't know, but it's so weird. Like I think Tom Brady would still beat the Patriots defense just because the defense that Tom Brady has that are like when he always stinks, like in a game where he stinks, it's like if he's getting rushed like crazy by like a 4-man line and they're killing him with 4 men, just rushing 4 and dropping 8. Like that's when he gets killed. Like that's what the Patriots blitz like crazy.
But no one would be open. Who would get open?
Edelman would get open.
Edelman would be the only
Edelman would
one.
get open.
And James White maybe, but besides that, like
they practice together. I assume he scores touchdowns in practice.
Brady said in preseason he thought the offense was terrible.
Yeah.
Because of going against the defense. Because who's gonna J.C. Jackson, Gilmore, and McCourty happen to be like 3 of the 5 best quarterbacks.
And Jason
in
and John Jones.
and John Jones is there. That guy Brooks. He looks good.
They're all lighting it up.
They are
Chung,
fucking nasty.
McCourty.
And then you have McCourty, Harmon, and they're not like no one's getting open. Izzo, you think Izzo's getting open against?
No,
who?
I don't
Like
think
Chung?
Izzo. I'm not even sure Izzo could play in that game. Like
It would pay.
I don't I'm not, like if like Izzo like with Chung covering him and like Jamie Collins hitting him off the line. I'm not sure. I keep calling him Larry, but Ryan Izzo. I don't think he can get off the fucking line.
I don't because they wouldn't be able to run the ball on the Patriots defense.
No.
And so Brady would have to throw it, and he would have to mark. But like they don't. I mean, if Gordon was there, it would help a ton. But like Gilmore, I think could probably shut him down.
Gilmore could. First of all, I tweeted it the other day. I had a little fucking kick, a little pushback. I'm now in. I know he's been hurt a few games, but I'm like now in full on. Josh Gordon is nothing but an average wide receiver category.
Yeah,
Like I'm almost
wouldn't start him in your fantasy league.
No,
that's what type of guy he is.
He's like, but like when he came, everyone was like, oh my god, like this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. Like he's gonna light it up here. He's dominant. Like, but people still talk about him as like a number 1 receiver because he's got number 1 body, like number 1 receiver body. But he doesn't do it. Like he couldn't beat man coverage against the Giants, like single coverage.
Yeah, he's banged up a little bit, but
He's banged up. Like maybe his knee hurts and his fucking broke his fingers and
his
shit.
thumb's not working.
Yeah, but still, like,
he's not. He hasn't been great. He hasn't been like.
What game
a
is he
game
had
changer.
like a big play? I mean, he had.
Not since last year.
I mean, he had his what?
Oh
what-
no, he had big catches early in the year.
He had 2 catches against the Steelers that were pretty good. A couple against the Jets
And
that
like
were
long
decent.
runs. He had a long
But
run
like,
against
yeah,
Miami.
exactly. Those are his best plays. Like a pick route where he can run because he's 6'6", and he's just 1 block of muscle coming towards you.
Yeah.
And like nobody wants to tackle him. But that's like his best play. Like, if he has to run a route, like say he has to run a fucking post route from the 50-yard line, like he's not running away from people.
No, he runs slants.
Yeah.
Brady will fire a slant.
Yeah, he loves a
400
slant.
miles an hour.
Yeah, because he can catch fucking anything.
Yeah.
But like he's not like he doesn't look faster than anybody. He's stronger, but he can't get away from people.
And you'd expect him to be better because Brady's only working with him and Edelman.
Yeah.
He's not working with the young
He
guys.
won't work with the young
these guys.
guys.
Getting all the
The young guys
practice.
are shagging
Why
the balls.
Isn't he better?
It's amazing to me. I said it, and everyone's like, I compare. He's like a 2015 Chris Hogan. Like that's what I'm
early.
comparing it to. Like
He's-
Chris Hogan's early years
He's
when
as
he was
good
like
as,
a good player and he was like a deep threat and he would make big passes. But he like, they're like not
He's as good as JoJo.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give him LaFell.
Yeah, he's like that good. Like he's
Better hands. That's
he's
about
an
it.
outside guy. He's a little bigger. He's a little more talented, but like doesn't really.
He doesn't blow you
impact the
away.
game a lot.
No. But everyone still wants to call him this number one receiver, like he's fucking Randy Moss lining up outside. He's got Rob Gronkowski's body with like, I don't know. He's got like Edelman's speed and his quickness, but he can't get open.
Two people all of Patriots fan base should apologize to right now are Brandon Cooks, because of the year he had here was fantastic.
Yeah.
And no one gave, and Goskowski.
I've been listen, I fucking all over everybody about that. Like the fucking grass is greener crew, when everybody thought that, these kickers are going to be fine. You can do it with anybody. They brought in literally the best available option, and he's 1,000 times worse than
He's
Goskowski
horrendous.
with a torn hip.
I bet he's a 50%.
Yeah.
I would take 50% extra points from this guy. Who's the guy that just missed, a real good kicker just missed an extra point to force overtime?
I don't know.
Who was it?
All I know is this guy's going to eventually cost us a game, and I just hope it's something that doesn't mean something. Because, there's no way this guy could win a game for you. I mean, they brought in more kickers this week to work out. There's no trust. Belichick doesn't trust this guy at all.
Why would you?
I can't. Every fucking kick is going to be literally...
Oh, the Falcons kicker, Mac Bryant.
Oh.
One of the better kickers in football, missed an extra point to force overtime. There's no good kickers in football.
There's like 4 at all. Like Robbie Gould, Justin Tucker, Gostowski, and that guy fucking Zerline's pretty good. I don't know. Who else is good?
Yeah, it's bad. I don't know.
This guy is terrible.
This guy
He can't.
stinks.
They're like in warm-ups, he can't make 45-yard field goals.
No, there's no
against
kicking.
air.
No. He can only kick.
He's short on
Yeah.
45.
Which I kind of actually like for two reasons. Like, it's going to make the Patriots punt more and pin them deep and let the defense score more
to stop him.
touchdowns.
But I also like going for it on 4th down.
And
but
they're
like,
going to go for it
It's
a lot.
annoying though. Like
Yeah.
it's like you're leaving points on the, like you could build up like 3 field goals, like 9 points. Okay, you could build up 9 points. You're not going to make 4th and 3 every time, or 4th and 2 every time because you're at the 35-yard line. Like eventually it's going to catch up to you. You know what I mean? Like if you play a team with a good defense, who has a good defense? Chicago. If you have to play Buffalo is pretty good, but like
Philly,
maybe Philadelphia.
I
I
don't
mean,
know if they're
at
good.
Houston, they got a couple like tough defenses, especially on the road. The Ravens.
I think they're gonna stop
Now you're gonna have to keep
punting.
going for it.
No, I think they're going to stop punting from like their own 30
Yeah.
and trying to put the ball inside the 5 and
the-
seeing if the defense can score. Because the defense scored a lot.
Dude, the defense has given up like 1 more touchdown than the offense has given up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the offense is throwing what? It was
They've
a
given
pick 6.
3 touchdowns. They've a fumble recovery for a touchdown, I think, or maybe they didn't score. So at least 2
Oh, a
touchdowns.
punt. There was one on the punt. The punt return, right?
No. They gave it. So
Didn't Gunner-
Stidham had a pick 6. Brady had a pick 6.
And Gunner dropped a punt.
Oh,
and they
Gunner,
scored
but
in
that's
the end
special
zone.
teams. So but the defense has given up 3 touchdowns,
Yeah, and they've scored 5.
and they've scored a lot. Yeah,
This really is incredible. run.
I tweeted it out, and nobody wanted to do it for me. I didn't want to look. I was curious to know how many points the 85 Bears and the 2000 Ravens cost them. Somebody actually tweeted back to me. It was like Trent Dilfer only threw 1 pick 6, and Jim McMahon threw 2 pick 6s during the whole season. So their numbers were pretty accurate as to a depiction of the team. The Patriots defense is actually way better than what they're doing.
Than the
you know what I
points
mean?
per game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the points, the total points and the points per game, they're better than what they are. They're really averaging 5 points per game, or less, or 4.5, 5 points per game. Where the Ravens and the Bears were really at 10 and 12, whatever. So it's the offense is literally fucking the Patriots defense, historically wise.
This is actually Darnold might be the best quarterback they faced all year.
Oh, he definitely is. I mean, Big Ben was Big Ben, but he was like the offense really wasn't that great.
No, the Steelers are terrible.
Yeah, I mean they're not good.
No, they're a bad team.
Yeah,
and honestly, actually, the Giants quarterback might be the second best quarterback.
he was okay. He threw a couple dimes in there.
He has a good arm, and he's not bad. I mean, it's short week. If it was a full week, he would have been better.
He didn't have Saquon Barkley. He didn't have Sterling Shepard. I don't know.
But I mean, Josh Allen is fucking terrible.
He's terrible. Josh Allen's probably I don't know how he even plays. Like Matt Barkley came in was so much better than him. I mean, Josh Allen. I remember they drafted him like because he could throw the ball in the snow like 100 miles an hour, and he's huge and can run.
Put that together. Wyoming quarterback, cold weather.
Yeah, so like they were like, all right, Buffalo, fuck it. But I mean, if he never has to play a meaningful game in December, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
So, I mean, the Giants game was just slug it out. It was a fucking Thursday night game after a hard week. Washington game was just everyone expected to be a blowout. One of my buddies went down there and they said it was just like literally like if you were at Gillette Stadium.
That's right. Yeah.
I can't believe like the Washington Redskins would get embarrassed like that. I couldn't imagine that.
Well, I mean, they don't really. I mean, they've been so bad for so long.
But like they have dedicated fans. Like the Redskins have dedicated fans.
I don't know. DC. It's all fucking. I hate DC. DC is my least favorite place.
I haven't been there in I don't know.
It's
30
so
years.
fucking hot, and then you walk around museums. You're like, I don't like museums.
Yeah, I hate
all
all
of
of
this. What the fuck are we doing here?
What is that statue of? I don't care. I want to go home. Where's the fucking? You know what I liked when I went there was the Smithsonian. I like that.
Yeah,
to see the old TV shit.
Yeah.
That's what I cared about. I didn't care about. Oh, you want to go look at the White House? Not really. Like, is it near a Smithsonian?
It's fine. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I get it.
Then
Country's
you
finished,
fucking
move on.
You wander to the wrong corner and you're in fucking downtown Baghdad, and it's like fucking blown out stores. All the storefronts are fucking exploded and machine guns everywhere. I was like, all right, I'm all set with this fucking place. And that was pre fucking who knows, pre Bill Clinton. The last time I went, it was like the most dangerous place you've ever been. Fucking mayor was smoking crack. I was like, all right,
Jesus,
had it here.
Especially dangerous if you were a kid.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton down there raping kids. Remember?
Was he raping kids?
I don't know. It's fun
Who
to
knows?
say.
Who could say? So coming up, we got the trade deadline coming up soon. We got a couple big trades in the NFL already. Jalen Ramsey on the move, going to Los Angeles Rams.
Which I don't think is gonna. Oh,
won't matter. They stink.
That was a nice tweet that he's the best cornerback in football.
Yeah, Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
I was like, since when? It's my thought on that has been the same for 3 decades. That wide receiver and cornerback are the only 2 positions in sports, in any sport ever, where you could, I guess boxing, it has worked too, but where you just declare yourself the greatest and talk as much shit as you want. Like, it's the Muhammad Ali thing. Like, basically, like, he was never the greatest boxer, like, ever. Like, he was good, but he wasn't, like, the greatest of all time. But he called himself that. And everyone was just like, all right, fuck it.
World Championship belts he wore.
Yeah, but he got his dick kicked in by fucking Ken Norton. Got his dick kicked in by George Foreman. These things happened.
I mean, sure, but he's still like.
What do you think Cassius Clay was undefeated?
Who do you think is better than fucking him?
As a fighter? I don't know. There's a lot of people. Floyd Mayweather's probably better as a boxer.
No, but I mean, he wasn't alive.
Like Mike Tyson you don't think Mike Tyson in his prime would have beat fucking Muhammad Ali? If Mike Tyson in '86 got into a ring with Muhammad Ali in his prime, he would have knocked him out cold.
Yeah, but Muhammad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, but I mean, these guys weren't around at the time. So what is he not?
Well, I'm just telling you, it's just not an all-time thing. So it's like when you fucking see these cornerbacks, they come out like Deion Sanders started it, and he was never the greatest one. Like he wasn't the greatest guy there. You think he was the best cornerback you've ever seen? He's good, but was he better than fucking?
Someone has to be the best of all time. I mean, it sure isn't Jalen Ramsey.
No,
that guy is
if
average.
you shit and talk about it, the media just gives it like Terrell Owens, all these same people. They're all good players, but like Jerry Rice never said that. Like,
no, I'll give you that. And also, but
everyone
Terrell Owens is arguably the most fucked over NFL player of all time. He
did it to himself.
Second of all time on every stat ever, and they won't put him in the Hall of Fame.
He went in the Hall of Fame last year.
This year? Oh, he didn't go to the.
He went to the Hall of Fame, but he didn't show up.
He did
because
it
he's
high
an
school.
asshole.
Yeah, I like it. Fuck the NFL.
Yeah, whatever. But like if you don't talk as much shit as possible, it's like nobody notices you. You know what I mean? Like, was Chad Johnson all that great?
Listen, I'll tell you this.
Does anybody remember him? Like, he was good, but was he fucking great? Like, he did antics on the sidelines and like embarrassed himself, and then people were like, "Oh, he's so good." No, he isn't. He wasn't that good.
Tell you the best comedian in Boston is right now.
Tyler Drainer.
Just start talking shit.
He's a legend.
If this works, I might start doing this.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I guess now you're saying
bravado.
Yeah, it does.
It's right. It's a cornerback and wide receiver. If you just talk enough shit,
Chad Johnson was
they
fine.
eat. Yeah, exactly. But like, if he just talks and talks and talks and won't shut the fuck up, the media is just gonna always be around you. Always wants to hear from you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you
Always
give them sound
write
bites
stories about you.
But Stephon Gilmore, I don't know if he has a voice. I honestly don't. Like, does he
Yeah, I've
speak
never
at all?
heard him. Yeah.
Literally, Devin McCourty gives pump-up speeches every single game, right? Every single game. And they'll be on video. The Patriots play it on All Access on Friday night. And they'll be like, he'll be screaming. Everybody's fucking fired up, punching each other, throwing helmets, getting wild. And you just see Stephon Gilmore sitting there like you might as well be reading fucking the Peanuts in the Sunday comics. Like, he doesn't, nothing, like, he's no emotion, zero emotion.
I like it.
Which reminds me of a moment. Like, when he first signed, I remember him and Julian Edelman got into like a fist fight on the first practice.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you have to do to get into a fit? I feel like he got attacked. Because, like, what do you have to do to fight Stephon Gilmore?
That does feel like something like
Like,
Belichick
Edelman
would be
attacked
like.
him.
Well, obviously, like, they're signing a big-time cornerback who's supposed to be the best. Edelman is this fucking insecure, emotional, fucking, like, panicky Pete.
Yeah.
And he probably just was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And
I'm
just
just
started
went at
throwing punches at him.
I wouldn't doubt it
because
was
he
an
probably
assault.
shut him down.
It might have been an assault.
Yeah, and it probably fucked him up for a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
exactly. See, Gilmore just had zero emotion ever.
No.
Like, the most emotion I seen him do was like when he stopped that pass against the Jaguars.
That
was
awesome.
like the most emotion I've ever seen him show.
It's crazy that he's been here for 2 years and already has that many like impactful plays.
Super
Like,
Bowl interception, pass defensed. I mean, he's just made a lot of plays. He had a pick 6 this year. I mean, he's easily the best corner they've had in 20 years. Easily.
Yeah, he right now is better than Revis was when Revis was there.
100%.
And he's better than Ty Law.
He is better than Ty Law. Yeah.
Ty Law was like, I mean, everyone loved Ty Law.
Yeah.
But he was
But Ty Law, again, he's a Jalen Ramsey type.
Yeah.
He was fucking, he talked so much shit.
Yeah.
He was still good. I mean, they're all good. But like
That's
Tyler
part
talked
of,
so much
like-
shit, but he was in the same era with Deion Sanders, and they're like the same type of guy. And believe me, I'm a fucking, I subscribe to it. That is like an Italian North Shore guy to the T. Is a fucking guy with a bandana talking shit, fucking spitting on people.
Real shell of a man. Like,
Just-
you can see it right behind them. Like, behind that, like, hard fucking talk shit a lot. It's like they just want to be hugged by their mother. Really.
But I just love it. I love swagger in a
Yeah.
cornerback. But shut the fuck up. Like, Stephon Gilmore's better than all of you. And he doesn't say a word, but nobody cares because he doesn't yap.
It also doesn't help that he's a Patriot.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Talk about who else is a Patriot that got suspended from the team this week.
Yeah, Bennett.
I was talking about Trent Brown. He got suspended.
Oh,
And
yes.
The Patriots aren't gonna. He's not gonna be able to play this
He's
week.
not going to be a New England Patriot.
No.
Yeah, he's getting suspended. I got into a Twitter battle today. Not a Twitter battle, but as everybody knows, Trent Brown, the current Raider and current the current right tackle for the Raiders, starting right tackle.
Where do they?
They play in Oakland right now?
Oh, they do. California.
Yeah, they're over there in California. He was charged with very similar crimes to old Antonio Brown, his cousin, and
What's his cousin?
oh yeah, sure, and domestic violence and all this. But on Sports Illustrated, instead of calling him current right tackle of the Oakland Raiders, he was the former Patriots tackle, not to be heard, literally nowhere to be found on Oakland Raider news, or for that matter, the San Francisco 49ers news, or Florida Gator news, where he played for 10 years before he came to the Patriots for one. So in case anybody was wondering, I had a tweet today that went a little viral, was I can't wait for the Minority Report, Sports Illustrated, to start pegging all the football players that are in high school and college and get into trouble as former Patriots.
A future Patriot.
Oh yeah, future Patriot commits robbery.
That was adorable. Yeah, they really did. They just.
But it's like
it's so blatantly.
people
like,
say that like you're being what do you call it? Like being like fucking paranoid.
Yeah.
It's clear. Like why would they do that? It wasn't on the Raiders news. It wasn't on the 49ers news. It wasn't on any news.
Yeah,
just
former
Patriots
Patriot.
news.
Yeah.
Why is it on the Patriots website? He doesn't play for us. The incident happened when he was on the Raiders. It was like he was signed already to the Raiders. He plays for the Raiders now. It happened in Hawaii. Like, why? What does it have to do With the video, there was a video of Bill Belichick and Trent Brown. Why?
It doesn't make any. It really is like they are actively going at them, which is I kind of find
It's
fun.
the same thing, but like I said, when fucking Antonio Brown was here, Sports Illustrated was an all-out assault.
Yeah.
Get him off the team. Like, they can't win again. Can't do it. Like, need to get him off. Like, they fucking dug up, like, he fucking tied his teacher's shoelaces together in the 3rd grade. He's a bad person.
Why is Sports Illustrated still around? Like,
I don't know. They laid off everyone, like, last week.
yeah, they don't really still do those articles, right? Like, they don't, I mean, magazines, like, no one.
I don't know. I like to buy a Sports Illustrated Super Bowl edition. I like to buy one of those and put it on the back of my turlet.
But how about the other suspension? That
the
really
big suspension.
That's a weird one.
Michael Bennett. Well, I've been tweeting about it for the last few weeks. It was like, does he even play? Like, is he a secret weapon? He plays like 10 snaps a game.
Well, because they switched the defense.
Yeah, exactly. So the defense is completely different. So once they signed Jamie Collins and realized that he's fucking awesome right now, like they can't take him off the field.
He's an all-pro.
So they're running 3-4 now.
With him and Hightower up the middle. And they're loaded at like they don't really have many good DNs.
And he's not built to play 3-4 defensive end. He's supposed to be like a rush end.
Yeah.
Like a 4-3 rush end. And that's what they played last year. He was supposed to be the Trey Flowers replacement, which is exactly what Trey Flowers played, you know what I mean? It's just, that's not where they're playing anymore. It's fucked. Like, obviously, if they didn't value him, they wouldn't have given him an extension and a raise. But, like, he tried to fight Brett Bielema.
Did he?
Yeah, that's why he got suspended. Like, he got into an altercation with him.
Why doesn't he do what Winovich does?
He does.
I guess they're probably getting the same amount of snaps. They're
Yeah,
probably
they do
when
the
they're
same
in
thing.
When they were in that, because Winovich doesn't play that much either.
No, he does that, but he also plays on, like, punt block team. You know what I mean? So you see him a little bit more. Plus, he's got this wavy, flowy blonde hair.
And he's
you
making
can
a lot
notice
of
him more.
plays. Yeah. Bennett. I mean, he's
a productive player and he's good, but like, I mean, at what point do you be like, fuck this guy? Like, we're winning, you're 6-0, and you're gonna complain about how many snaps you're getting?
Yeah.
Like, that's the absolute number one. Like, literally day one. Patriot, whatever. When Bill Belichick showed up, like Patriots program, like what they called the Patriot way. Number one was like the team first, like it never matters about you, and that's literally what he did. That's the first thing he did was he worried about his snaps and what his stats are and how he's not getting what he should be doing, even though he's good. Like that's why they didn't cut him, because like he's so good. Like the Chiefs will pick him up, or the fucking
I do like
Texans will get him.
I like the fact that he is like wants. It's not like he's like
he's not lazy.
Yeah, he wants to play. Like it's not a bad thing.
He wants to play, but they're not playing the same defense. So he's kind of like shitting just doing nothing. But you can't voice it. Be like Coach Belichick, like what the fuck, man? I thought we were gonna play here.
Why don't you just switch?
He's too big.
How big?
He's not
is
fast enough. Play outside line. He's got to be a rush end. That's it.
Yeah, like I don't know, get in the underfront, put him up at
I mean, you can't take like Guy off the field. You can't. I mean, Shelton is good, but you could like he's a nose tackle. Adam Butler's been really good, and he's a good 3-4 defensive end.
All their D tackles are actually playing fantastic.
Yeah, the whole defense. And it's like Michael Bennett is like a rotational piece. He's such depth, but he could be a trade piece for you. Like you could easily trade him to like Atlanta for Sanu, maybe.
Yeah.
Like any trade you trade him for is going to be a loss. Like he's a good player.
No, but Sanu, I mean, why don't you trade him for like a tight end?
I mean, you could try, but like, who are you going to get for him? Like everybody already knows that he's unhappy, and like the Patriots are just going to try and like unload him.
That's true. I guess as long as you send him to the NFC, though, it doesn't really matter.
No, but like Atlanta would work because like that's his old defensive coordinator from Seattle. Patriots need a receiver, or you trade him to like fucking Tampa, try to get OJ Howard.
Yeah, something like that.
I saw a fucking stupid one today. It was like trade him to Detroit for Danny Amendola. Like, why?
No.
You're going to go back in time. Danny Amendola's 34 now. Everyone just remembers that he got he had good playoffs.
He has 5 catches in playoff career. They all happened to be on 4th down.
Yeah. He had like 10 great, probably 8 great catches in the playoffs. Scored a lot of touchdowns. But like people forget like the whole season he just didn't do anything.
And everyone would always be like, "Oh, like who would you take? Like Amendola, Edelman?" It's like,
what?
Why are we talking about this right
This
now?
isn't a question. I mean, like in what? In
like
in football? That's insane.
Seriously.
That's an insane question.
Remember how mad people were when Amendola first got here?
Yeah, they hated his guts.
Because he tried to replace Wes Welker, and then he got like 20 catches the next year. I was like, what the fuck is this?
His first year, he like tore his groin on the first play. And they're like, all right, Danny, you might not be up for this. And then like the game, the whole thing was he came and he was like injury prone. Literally the first drive, he like tore his groin, finished the game, won the game. He played really tough, and then like got like knocked out completely in the second game. Like they played the Saints. Whatever they played the Saints, he like did an end around. Somebody knocked him out completely on the field, and I was like, oh boy, this might not be working out too well.
Was that when Tompkins caught the ball in the back of the end zone?
I think it was the same game. Yeah, was it? Has to be.
Yeah. How often have they played?
It has to be. Yeah, it was. So I remember that, and it was like all fucked up, and then. You know, I don't know. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't. Jacoby Myers is having like the same stats that he ever did. Like, they're having.
You don't really need him. I mean,
what is the most yards he ever had? 450 on the Patriots. He had good playoffs, and that's all anybody remembers.
Yeah, he had a few good games. That was it. Like, it wasn't really. I mean, yeah, obviously he was fantastic. Like, he's good in the clutch, and everything. But like,
my wife liked to look at him. That was like a plus for her. That's
sure.
Yeah, but I don't know. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, Ben Watson's back. N'Keal Harry's coming back, and he'll be back in 2 weeks. He's been practicing. Looks like a stud on the field already. He's a specimen to behold.
Are the Jets anything to be worried about? I mean, they did just win.
Yeah, I mean, they just dominated Dallas. I mean, I don't think the Patriots are going to walk in and lay an egg like the Cowboys did, and Dak Prescott, the most overrated quarterback of all time. But, I mean, the Cowboys are built very similar to the Patriots with just way worse coaching, you know what I mean? Like Jason Garrett is terrible.
But they have some real problems on the offensive line. They're missing like
Cowboys?
2 of their all-pros who got hurt.
Really? I don't know. I don't really watch much NFC. All I know is that the Jets don't have a great defense. Darnold's back, but like Darnold will throw a pick six once a game.
You love it.
So
he's gonna have he is gonna throw the ball around. I think.
Yeah,
he can throw. He can sling.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm not afraid. I mean, with every game you play, like, against Gase, if you shut down the running back, like, and make the quarterback throw, I mean, the Patriots defense is so suffocating right now.
Yeah.
You just shut down Le'Veon Bell as much as you can.
Like, 15 days off, it feels like.
Yeah, 11 days off. I'd love to, like, put, like, I don't know, like, Jamie Collins would be great on Le'Veon Bell or something. This fucking shadow him everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, this offensive line is not very good. They're just not like
they lost their best offensive lineman this week. He's out for the season or something.
Who are their receivers? They have that the skinny guy
Crowder,
with all tattoos.
Robbie Anderson, who is a bum.
Crowder's not bad. Yeah,
Crowder's good.
they have the tight end,
and then they got that new tight end. Well, that tight end that they drafted.
Been around for a minute.
Herndon or something.
Le'Veon Bell. I mean, they're fine.
Le'Veon Bell's good. Crowder's pretty good. Robbie Anderson is like a bum.
Yeah, he
thinks he's good, but he's a bum. And Stephon Gilmore, if he even goes near him, it's embarrassing. Like, he talked shit earlier this year, and he was like, he ain't that great, Stephon Gilmore, and I don't think he even played. Like, literally, he might as well have sat on the bench. Yeah. Like, literally, Gilmore and Robbie Anderson might as well have just sat on the bench. That's what happened when they played.
I mean, you think about it, you're going in, you're like, all right, like maybe they slow the offense down, and
the Patriots offense has no. I don't know. They need to get the run game going, and just set the tone. Like, because I don't know if Gordon's going to be there. Philip Dorsett's got his hammy hurt. Edelman's a little hurt.
It's been a long time
I can't watch Gunner run around. Like, don't make me.
Myers is going to have a game, I think.
I think Myers' fantasy outlook is good on Jacoby Myers, if you say.
I mean, he catches everything.
Yeah. He's going to be the third receiver, and they're going to be doubling Edelman. So it's going to be Philip Dorsett and Myers basically the whole game.
And he goes over the middle. Like, he's not afraid.
He's not afraid.
He's good.
He's got a little Edelman dog in him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You go in and you're thinking, like, all right, how are they going to score? Ball? Yeah. And then next thing you know, like, Collins has 2
like Brandon
sacks.
Bolden's like sacking, like he's scoring touchdowns now. I mean, you're getting points from weird people.
They are gonna, this is another blowout. Like, as you start thinking about it, you're like, nah, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be tight, like it has the past 2 weeks. It'll be a tight first half.
Home or on the road?
On the road, Monday night.
Ooh, that's a little change of things.
So on the road, Monday night, I think it's gonna be like, it'll be like 10-7 Patriots at halftime, and then they'll win 28-14. I think they'll pull away.
Again, until they don't win a game 32-9. I think it's 32-9.
No touchdowns on the road.
No. This defense is not letting up touchdowns.
They gave up literally the touchdown they gave up against the Giants was like a pass breakup, and it just bobbled in the air right in the right spot.
Perfect defense. He swipes the ball and it somehow bounces up, and then
Tate just took it to the house.
I forget how they scored their other one. I
Giants.
missed the first half.
It was a pick. It was a fucking interception.
Oh yeah, it was a pick 6, and then add it. So that was. Those are two terrible.
Was it a pick
plays.
6 or was it a fumble recovery?
Yeah, fumble. Strip.
Yeah.
And then the Redskins touchdown was bullshit. Like they're not going to let up touchdowns.
No, they gave up that that terrible run, and then Josh Allen on fourth and Josh Allen on 4th and inches had to reach all 6'8" of his body over, and he barely got it over the fucking goal line.
Yeah, this is a blowout. This game is not going to be close.
They got a lot. They've got better offensive weapons than pretty much any team they've played. I think that I can think of.
Not Buffalo.
You don't think they have better offensive weapons than Buffalo?
Who like?
Le'Veon Bell is better than anybody on that team.
I don't know. This whole
Crowder's really
these teams
good.
Stink.
They do.
The
stink.
NFL sucks.
They stink. I love, by the way, that the fucking Rams, like their whole, like, we're gonna sign every big name you've ever heard of to like these big deals, while our rookie's on a rookie deal, our quarterback's on a rookie deal. Like we're gonna sign Talib, Ndamukong Suh, fucking Aaron Donald, Marcus Peters. It all blew up in their face. Gurley. It all blew up in their face, and now they stink. They're 3-3. They traded Marcus Peters. They trade for Jalen Ramsey. They're desperate. Did you see what they traded for Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah, I didn't understand that because this is the last. He didn't sign him, right?
No, he's a free agent at the end of the year.
And they traded two first-round picks for 10 games?
2 first-round picks and a 4th-round pick for Jalen Ramsey, who 100% is going to go to free agency.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
100%.
They traded.
I don't even know if they can afford him.
They traded the Brandon Cooks for a first-round pick. They signed him.
They don't have a first-round pick to 2025.
That usually works out well.
Yeah. Usually if you don't have a first-round pick for, 7 straight years, you usually turn out okay.
No, but here's the thing. It's not like they're moving into a nice stadium. Yeah. They're going to want people to show up to.
No, they're going to have – if they sign Jalen Ramsey, all of their money is going to be for 5 players. Aaron Donald, Gurley, Goff, Jalen Ramsey.
That owner is a fucking dipshit. That's the guy.
It's not him. He's not making the deals.
He's the richest owner in sports, right?
Is he? I don't know.
I believe so. He's like some weird tycoon pedophile.
I'm thinking of the. Are you thinking of the Jaguars guy?
No. Oh, is he a pedophile? No, I'm talking about. Actually, I'm talking about the Rams.
I know you're talking about the
Rams owner is the richest. He's like the richest owner in sports. He's weird.
The guy that looks like the richest to me is the Jaguars guy because he looks like a magician, like an old, like a Middle Eastern oil man. You know what I mean? He looks like the Shah of fucking Egypt or wherever the fuck. I don't know. All right, so I got 28-14 Pats. I think they pull away.
I don't think they'll have a touchdown.
All right, well let's get after it. I'm glad to be back. As always, follow us on Twitter at Brady Disciple, at Malcolm GoPod, at Maybe It's Tyler. Email us, malcolmgopodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe, rate. You can listen on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Go Pats, go. Go Saints.
Do your job. All right, don't try to make too much out of it. Just do your job. 7-8 months ago, right? All for this moment. It's about honor. It's about respect. We win this game, you're honored. Your kids are honored. Your families are honored.
Stack receivers, two to the right. Russell Wilson extends the hands he has. Wilson, quick throw. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by Malcolm Butler. Butler has it at the 1. Malcolm Butler stepping.
And Warner goes back to throw, and here's the blitz by Mike Vrabel. The pass is intercepted. They got it. On Taiwan, 30, 25, 20, 15, touchdown. Taiwan picks it up and takes it to the house. For Adam Vinatieri. 48-yard field goal attempt. Set to go. Snap, ball down. Kick up. Kick is on the way, and it is good. It's good. It's good. Adam Vinatieri booms a 48-yard field goal, and the game is over. And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions. The Patriots are Super Bowl champions. The best team in the
Hey! Did it!
I love you, man.
Did it, bro. I love you. I love you. You're a class.
You're the greatest quarterback in the world, man.
Hey, I love you, man.